It can be very hard to understand why things in life are happening for us rather than to us. If we just get into such a rut sometimes and we're just in this constant cycle of what did I do to deserve this? What's the lesson this time? Is there one? Like, what am I doing that's attracting this into my life, and how do I get out? Well, it's all a matter of how you respond to the situation at hand. It's very, very easy and common to react instead, and I am very guilty of doing this. And it has taken a lot of practice to learn to respond to situations, because once you learn to respond to them, then you can consciously consider all of the potential outcomes from how you act or speak to the person you're dealing with, or the way that you allow yourself to think and feel about a given situation. Once you have gotten to that mental state where you can really differentiate the difference between reacting and responding in a situation, then that's when you can start to think, how can I do this differently? This seems very familiar. I feel like I've been through this before. And it's that cycle of, why does this keep happening? Well, now you can think, how can I respond differently this time? What did I do last time that didn't serve me? What did I do last time that just added fuel to the fire? What can I do differently to get a different result? How can I really see this as being something that's for me, for my growth? Well, that's what I'm going to get into today, and if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe for more of this content. Welcome back to the Radiant Sun. My name is Kendra, and I am a spiritual life coach, and I help my clients get through the blocks in their lives to get to their ultimate success. Success that's really right around the corner. You just got to keep pushing. So when it comes down to responding to a situation versus reacting, you have to think about how much energy you're going to be putting into this. How much energy are you willing to exert on this person or situation at hand? Because it shouldn't be a lot. You should be able to stand firm in your power, observe things as they are, and just keep in mind any consequences that may come from what you say or what you do. So it's very easy to get defensive and feel like in a way it feels like you're sticking up for yourself, but really you're allowing this person or situation to control how you're feeling, and you're giving your power away to that, saying, you know what, this is what you wanted, this is what you get, and now you're defending yourself. But that's exerting a lot of unnecessary energy that is likely going to result in it's going to feel like it hasn't really resolved at all, actually. It's going to still weigh heavy on you. You're going to keep thinking about it and thinking, did I handle that right? Did I say that right? Is there something more I could have said? It's just still not sitting right with me. I don't feel like this is over. And it's not, because you haven't found the forgiveness in yourself. Because a lot of times when people are coming at us, they're telling us how they're viewing themselves, how they feel on the inside. And that's why people put people down all the time. They feel down on the inside, and they need to put people down in their environment. So just recognize your emotions, recognize how you're reacting or if you're responding to it, and recognize how much energy you are willing to give away. It shouldn't be a lot. Your energy is so much more powerful than you may think. You only have so much energy in one day, and if you give something that is not beneficial to you most of that energy, how are you going to feel later in the day? And with that thought of, maybe I could have handled it better, weighing on you as well, that alone is taking up energy too. You just need to be mindful of how you're making yourself feel when you're going through these times. And that's what's going to really change the trajectory of the outcome that you end up coming to. And again, what we experience in our reality is a mirror image of how we think and how we feel on the inside. So if we keep holding on to a certain moment thinking that we didn't handle it well enough, and we keep putting our focus there, then we're going to keep attracting those kind of things back to us. It's like the universe is giving us another chance, and then another chance, and another chance to get it right. And it might take a couple times. It might feel like you're living Groundhog Day. But if you keep making the little changes for the better, you're eventually going to get to a result that you are happy with, that you resonate with. And for me, it really wasn't until I stopped trying to fix it that it ended up fixing itself. Because if I was focused on it, again, it would keep coming back to me, but I would start overthinking what I should do, overthinking what I should say. If I should be defending myself this way, and then I say something that I feel is defending myself, and then say that I feel like this is pretty common. You're arguing with a narcissist, and they turn it and they gaslight you, and then just you get overwhelmed with feelings, maybe a little rage in there, and then you just start reacting to things. You don't even know what's up and what's down anymore because they flip the script. And it's how much energy are you going to give them? In that situation, nothing at all. Nothing at all, because it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if it feels good to you because they're going to make it feel bad anyways. So in that situation, I have learned to really not say anything because I know my truth, and their opinion on me and the situation is really none of my business. That's something that they are living through and that they will have to process. So that is not my circus, not my monkeys, and I don't have any business even trying to explain things differently for them to understand. It doesn't matter if they understand. It matters if I understand. It matters if I'm feeling good about the situation. It matters if I am growing and I'm improving, because once you break free from that hold that people have on you, you stand firm in your power and you go in a totally different direction. You heal inside and you forgive yourself, you forgive them. It doesn't mean you have to keep them in your life. It doesn't mean that you need to love them or go out of your way for them, but just forgiving them for being who they are, who they were programmed to be throughout their childhood. There's a reason why everyone acts the way they do, and a lot of it is childhood development. So just holding the space for them to grow, but still continuing doing your own thing. That's where you want your energy to go. You don't want your energy going to this person to fuel them, to make them feel like they're going to get the attention that they feel as though they need by pushing your buttons, by being mean. If you keep going in the direction that is going to benefit you most and have a positive impact on your growth, then you won't be attracting that into your life anymore. You're going to be attracting whatever you are envisioning for yourself in the future, whether that's a booming business or a house where you're free to have that financial security. You can, not saying that it's materialistic things, but not having to settle for things that you want in your life. You can look in the mirror and say that you're proud of the work that you've done on yourself and the growth that you've gone through. You don't even have to make it to that finish line to see that. Even when you do get all those things, that's not really a finish line at all. That's just, okay, you achieved one goal, and what's your next one? Just keep working at things like that, and you'll notice that people that are trying to gaslight you and they're just trying to pull you down to the frequency that they're at. They don't want to be alone there. It's not a fun time there. Nobody wants to be there. And don't feel like because you're leaving them, you're making matters worse for them, because really you'd be doing them a favor. They wouldn't be reaffirmed that how they're treating people is okay. Something will come along in their lives that will take care of the entire situation, whether they are finally able to gain clarity on what's happening, or it could be a stronger lesson that they need to learn. And sometimes somebody isn't able to learn that with you there. So if you keep entertaining this, whether it's the same person or different people, it's the same all the way around. Again, notice the energy that you're exerting and where you're exerting it. is it going towards something that is going to end up benefiting you? Or could you be going in a different direction with this? Because, honey, the whole world, it's pretty big. There's a lot of people, yes, but there are endless possibilities for what you can do with your life. And once you can really grasp a hold of that and realize that, wow, if I just saved that energy I just gave that person, I could be aiming to do this with my life. I don't need to deal with that. I don't deserve that. And it's true. Stop living Groundhog Day. Stop doing the same thing, just expecting a different result. It's not going to happen. So try to become aware of exactly what your responses are doing, what kind of effect that you're having on the situation, if you should be even entertaining it at all, if you should be accepting the situation for what it is and turning a new leaf in your own book, turning the chapter in your own book. And really just, it might feel like you're leaving something open, like you're not finishing what you started per se, but you will feel a lot better knowing it's like having your email. You're looking through your email, you have a good email, and it is, it's informational, it's beneficial to your growth, it might be from a newsletter from somebody, and then you have an email that looks kind of funky, and you click on that email and you open it up and find that it's a fish, it's a scam, and then you quickly exit out of it. But you didn't go through with that email because you know that it's not going to lead to anything good. And by closing out of it and continuing on the better email, the better path that you were on, you're not finishing that email that you opened. But why would you? Why would you want to finish something that is going to screw you over in the end? So don't feel like you have to finish something that is not beneficial to your growth. Because sometimes trying to fix it, trying to control the situation, trying to make the other person see things how we see it, is just going to end up hurting us more. And if you need a little bit of help trying to get out of this Groundhog Day, try changing your environment. Because a lot of times, like if we're in I know for a long time I was cooped up in my room a lot. I didn't really have any ambition to leave it. I liked the outside, sure, but I had to socialize with people, and I just wasn't at the point in my healing journey where I wanted to do that. I was in more of the hermit stage of it, and just changing that broke the cycle. It threw me into new energies and new frequencies, because when you have your energy in one space for so long, it starts to get a little stagnant. I actually just moved around my whole room because the energy in here, even though I'm not in here nearly as much as I used to be, the energy was just feeling kind of heavy, because we all go through the little dips in life, and sometimes the energies from those dips hang on. So I'm just kind of clearing things out. I'm throwing away things I don't need, giving everything a quick cleaning, and it feels good. It feels refreshing. And changing your environment can be something as simple as that, or it could be just going out for dinner more, or going out with friends more, going out to the park more, just socializing a little bit and getting out of your comfort zone. Just if you can think of anything that may seem uncomfortable yet exciting to you, maybe curious provoking, just try it. Because if you do something that feels right to you, you're likely going to end up meeting other people with the common interests that you have, that you can talk to, instead of these narcissistic people that just want to bring you back down to their frequency. Live your best life on the best timeline and just keep growing in a positive trajectory. So it's not easy. Nothing that is worth having comes easy, but if you feel as though you're meant for something more in life than what you're receiving, if you feel that you've been putting out so much good energy, you're wondering why you're not seeing that coming back to you, ask yourself where you're putting that good energy. Are you putting it into yourself? Are you investing in yourself? And if you did want to talk more about this, I do have my Calendly link in the description below, and it's 100% free. We'll just chat and I'll try to help you gain some clarity and new insights on your journey. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was beneficial, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.